everybody, it's me, Lala. Thanks for stopping by to watch another video. Welcome to our new subscribers and welcome back to our subscribers who have been with us for a while. I appreciate your support of me and our channel, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do. I hope you enjoy this video. So. Sweet Jane. It is Wednesday. It is September the 6th, 2017. Even in my wackadoodle mind it is, and I'm like 98% sure that that's the date. I mean, I don't know. It could be Christmas Day for all I know. Seriously. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. This is a short week. It's very odd. It's very odd to have a short week. But we are already to Wednesday, halfway through the week, and Friday is on the horizon, isn't it? It is. Friday is on the horizon. Right off the bat, before we start off circle time officially, I want to say that we are thinking of all of the citizens of Florida, anybody who is in the path of Hurricane Irma that is approaching the United States. We also continue to keep all of the citizens of the Gulf Coast states in our thoughts and prayers here at Lilleybugglane as you continue to recover from Hurricane Harvey. You know, it's like a 1-2 punch. It's like a 1-2 punch, isn't it? It is. So the hurricane season, I do believe, if I was correct listening to the Weather Channel today, the hurricane season lasts until November. So we still have quite a ways to go, and it has been quite an active hurricane season this year. So anyway, I just hope that everybody is safe and well, and that if you are needing to prepare, that you are preparing, and that if you are in the midst of recovering and rebuilding, that everything goes well and smooth as butter for you. So let's see. It is circle time. It is Wednesday. It's in the 6 o'clock hour. So that means it's circle time. So shall we say it together? We shall. Gather your beverages, gather your nashies, gather your comfort items, because we're practicing hygge. And most importantly, use the loo. We don't want any accidents in the circle. It is circle time. So for those of you that are new to Lilleybugglane, we welcome you. And Wednesday evenings are our traditional circle time video where we get together as a channel, as a circle of friends, and we chat and we laugh and we try just have a good old time. I know I'm trying really hard. I am trying very hard, and I'm going to continue to try hard. You know what? Oh my gosh. Help me. So Chewy ran to Lowe's because the carpet people called. So he's going to Lowe's to schedule when we are going to have the new carpet installed. So the new carpeting has been coming up very easily, smooth as butter. We had a plan. We are executing the plan. The plan is working. See what happens when you have a plan? I know, right? Things get done. Things get done. So that is going very smoothly. The skip is filling up, and you know how happy that makes me. And guess what? Not only is the skip filling up, but things are going out to the curb for free. Seriously, things are going out to the curb for free. Tomorrow I'm washing my hair. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am like up to here. Okay? I'm just up to here with everything and nothing. So, you know, just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to try and be as sensitive and politically correct and compassionate as I can be. But let me tell you, Chewy and I had a discussion today. And for those of you that know me, believe it or not, I'm not much of a talker. I don't like to discuss stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to talk through things. I don't like, you know what I mean? It's a waste of time. You feel the way you feel, and that's the way you feel. You act the way you act, and that's the way you act. And, you know, that's just the way it is. It's not, talking is overrated. You know what I mean? Let's have a talk. Let's talk about your feelings. I don't want to talk about my damn feelings. I'm mad. Anyway. The only thing I took today were my supplements and my Zyrtec. My supplements and my Zyrtec. So the carpets are coming up smooth as butter. And it's very, very odd, you know, to see the hardwood floors underneath. And it's funny because I said to Chewy at one point today, I said, do you have any desire at all to have the hardwood floors, you know, just have hardwood floors, because they would be very easy to refinish, and, you know, we could have hardwood floors. And excuse me, we had yummy pizza tonight for dinner. And he said, not one bit. And I don't either. I do like the look of hardwood floors if they are nice hardwood floors. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like old school hardwood floors. Now, I realize the laminate thing is very, very big now, and I've seen some very, very pretty laminate, but I like old school hardwood floors. But we don't like it. And let me tell you something. The cats, they don't like it either. So, you know, we live in an older home. It was built, I think, 1939 to 41, somewhere right in there. There's different dates on different things. So anyway, so the floors are like the old school hardwood. Do you know what I mean? They're original, very, very nice, but they creak a lot, and it just makes the house loud. Do you know what I mean? Carpet makes the house cozy. And, you know, carpeting isn't for everybody. I totally understand that. Carpeting is not for everybody. And sometimes carpeting is not ideal for, you know, a situation that you may be in, or, you know, for your household. Carpeting is not ideal. It's too hard to clean. It's too hard to keep clean. You know, and you don't want to have to mess with vacuuming and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But we like carpeting. I think it makes the house cozy. It also helps with insulating the house, especially the floors, because, you know, we can get very, very cold here at Lilleybugglane. So anyway, I talked to a friend of mine today. I hadn't talked to her in quite a while. And it certainly was nice to be able to catch up for a few minutes and just kind of touch base. So that was a lot of fun. And that was a lighter. I had candles lit earlier, and I had stuck the lighter in my pocket. So anyway, let's see. The full moon. Who has been able to see the full moon this cycle? I know, it's been beautiful, isn't it? So it was cloudy yesterday here at Lilleybugglane, but yesterday evening, as is typical of this area, the clouds started to clear up and kind of started to part a little bit, and we were able to get a peek of the full moon, and it was absolutely beautiful. And thank you to those of you that send me pictures of the full moon from your area. I absolutely love to see those. And I just love sitting out looking at the moon. It's so calming. I know, right? It's so calming. And I need some calm right now. Nothing's going on. I don't feel particularly bejangled that Chewy's here during the week. I knew he was going to be here. This was something that we had planned. And so it's not like a surprise, you know, he caught me off guard or anything. And, you know, I just need calm. I don't know what it is. I'm very, very itchy, and not in like the scratchy itchy. Like, you know, if I'm itchy, just scratch it and the itch will go away. That's not what I'm talking about. It's a, hold that thought. Okay, whew, that was Chewy calling me from Lowe's. I swear, he goes out somewhere and he'll text me to death or he'll call me or whatever. But anyway, it was an important question that I had to answer. So I forget where we were at. I forget what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Dang. Must not have been important, huh? Must not have been important. So, well, let's talk about something important, shall we? We shall. William and Kate are going to have another baby! Yay! William and Kate! Yay! So George and Charlotte are going to have a little brother or little sister. So this is going to make the third child for William and Kate. I think that is very, very exciting. I was a little bit surprised, although not really, because I kind of had an inkling a couple of weeks ago that something was up, because I had read a report that they had been at some big dinner or something and that Kate had to leave because she had become ill. So I kind of thought in my mind, I wonder if that means she's going to have another baby. And sure enough, Kate is going to have another baby. How exciting is that? I know, right? And of course, I mean, come on. Come on. Those children, George and Charlotte, are absolutely adorable. Now, you know, it's funny because I don't see a whole lot of Diana in George. I really, really don't. I don't see a whole lot of Diana in George. Not like you do with William. Do you know what I mean? But I do see a lot of Queen Elizabeth in Charlotte. But I also see a lot of Kate Middleton's mother in Charlotte too. If you put Charlotte next to her Kate's mom, she looks a lot like her grandma, her maternal grandmother. But then if you put Charlotte next to Queen Elizabeth, she looks a lot like her paternal grandmother, the Queen. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I just think both of them are so, so adorable. And I'm sure that this baby will be just as beautiful as George and Charlotte. Now, this baby will be fifth in line to the throne. So Charles is first, William is second, George is third, Charlotte is fourth, and right now, Harry is fifth in line. But when this new baby comes, Harry will bump to Ninja Nat. Yeah! Harry will bump back to sixth, and this new baby will be fifth in line. Now, when Kate was pregnant with George, if we all remember, the Parliament in the UK, or whatever you call it, their government, passed a amendment or referendum or whatever it is they do over there. I don't know if it's called a law, but they did readjust it because they weren't sure if George was going to be a boy or if he was going to be a girl. And they wanted to have the firstborn be able to, you know, ascend to the throne, if that's what you call it. I don't even know. Sounds kind of churchy, doesn't it? I know, right? So anyway, you know, regardless of if George had been a girl, he still would have been able to be third in line. Does that make sense? Because they wanted to change it to make sure that William's first child was going to be able to take the throne when the time came. So this baby is going to be fifth in line to the throne, bumping Harry to number 6. So I think it is very, very exciting. So we all know that Kate suffers from hyperemesis gravidae, which is basically hyper means high. Emesis is vomit. so she just is vomiting all the time, like all the time. Not like The Exorcist or anything like that, but it is a condition that some women have during early stages of pregnancy, and usually it'll go away when they reach the second trimester. So we certainly hope that Kate feels better, and we certainly hope that her pregnancy goes smooth as butter. And the baby is scheduled to arrive late April or early May. So that will be very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So we got a Taste of Home magazine in the mail. Had we talked about this before? I don't know where this subscription came from. Chewy seems to think that we got 6 free issues somehow. He thinks he read it in one of the magazine things that we got 6 free issues of this Taste of Home. I love Taste of Home magazine. I used to get this way, way back in the day when Chewy and I were first married. My mother-in-law has gotten this magazine for many, many years. I have the cookbooks, the Taste of Home cookbooks for each year. I have quite a few of those. But look at that pulled pork on there. Look at that pulled pork! I know, right? Doesn't it make your mouth water? It makes my mouth water. It certainly does. It certainly does. But, yeah, I mean, Taste of Home has some of the best and easiest recipes that you could ever think of. So, I'm gonna have a lot of fun looking through this, and I'm probably gonna get very hungry, and I'm gonna eat my right arm off. Although, you know something? Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. I would probably eat my left arm off, because the only thing I do with my left arm is right. Everything else I do with my right arm. Isn't that funny? And I told you all. Now see, I'm starting to get itchy again. I'm starting to get itchy. You all told me I might have a piece of fuzz in my lipstick or lip gloss or something. You all told me that when my nose was itching the last time, you all told me that meant that somebody was coming to visit. Yeah, well, nobody came to visit me. Nobody came to visit. I think I probably just had to sneeze. So anyway, what was I going to say? I don't even know what I was going to say. See, this is what happens when I get irritated, because I have a narrative running in my head right now, and I'm trying very, very hard. I'm trying very, very hard to be sensitive and to be compassionate and to be sympathetic. But it is very, very hard to do that when, I don't feel like doing it. Does that make sense at all? It's hard to do something when you don't feel like doing it. But sometimes you got to do it because that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do. I mean, I could spew. I could just spew right now. I really could. Like that. I could spew. But I'm trying really hard not to. Sometimes things are better left unsaid. Some things are better left unsaid. And you all know, I have told you many, many times, I do not hide it. I am judgmental. I am a judgmental Judy. I am. I can't help it. I'm a judgmental Judy. I'm a Southerner. And let me tell you something. Southerners are judgmental. And if a Southerner says they're not judgmental, they're lying. They're lying to you. They're lying. Because Southerners are judgmental. Some more than others, but they are judgmental. And I'm trying really hard not to be judgmental, but I just can't help myself. It's like the cookie in the cookie jar. I know, right? I want to be sympathetic. I really, really do. I want to be sympathetic. I know. Okay? I know. But let me tell you something. I get out of bed every single day. Okay? I get out of bed every single day. Get out of bed. Get out of bed. Anyway, I know. Ugh, I know. You know, but it sells. It sells. You know, sex sells. Reality sells. I'm being real, keeping it real. Drama sells. Drama does sell. It does. Did I say sympathy? Sympathy sells too. But anyway, that's just what I have to say about that. What did Forrest Gump say? And that's all I have to say about that? That's all I have to say about that. Can I tell you, I love Forrest Gump. Not a huge Tom Hanks fan, but I love Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump. To me, Forrest Gump is a real boy. He's a real boy. He is. He's a real boy. So, I thought it would be fun. Like this hasn't already been fun? I know, right? I thought it would be fun to just, do something different, a little bit different. I don't know. I don't need any sympathy. And, I'm as real as I want to be on here. You know what I mean? And I really just don't have the patience for drama. Seriously. Drama turns me into someone that I don't even like to be around. So, I don't have that. But, you never want to pass up an opportunity, do you? You do not. You never want to pass up an opportunity. Although, if the door opens, you might want to pass that opportunity up. You just might want to, because sometimes it can get you into big, big trouble. Even if the door is opened, it doesn't mean you have to go charging through it. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. But I rarely pass up an opportunity for certain things. For certain things. So I have written down 20 things that I will not pass up the opportunity to either have or experience. And I thought I would share them with you. As always, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know what you wouldn't pass up the opportunity to do if you had the opportunity to do it. Now, don't tell me I wouldn't pass up the opportunity to climb Mount Everest. Are you kidding me? Do you know how cold it is up there on Mount Everest? No, thank you. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. And, spending time with our families, of course we wouldn't pass up that opportunity. Depending on the family, who it was in the family. Sometimes there's people in your family you don't want to hang around. So you'll pass up every opportunity that you can or that you have to spend time with them because they're a bunch of crazies. Just saying. Once a year at the holidays, that's plenty. That's plenty. Nobody says you got to see any of the family any more than that. This is going off the rails really, really fast, isn't it? Can I tell you, wouldn't a train ride be absolutely classy? I know, right? Like an old-fashioned train ride where you sat in the dining car and you had dinner with a fabric napkin and the waiter came with the short little dinner jacket on with the bow tie. Wouldn't that be classy? I know, right? It would be so classy. But I have a fear of trains. I do. I have a fear of trains. I don't know. I don't know. Is there such a thing as a fear of trains? I don't even know what that is. A fear of trains. I don't have a fear of trains. I don't like trains, but that doesn't mean I have a fear of them or like a phobia of them or anything like that. But anyway, okay. 20 things I will never pass up the opportunity to experience. Ready, set, go. A good, crisp white shirt. I will never pass up the opportunity to have or to wear a nice, crisp white shirt. Nothing better than a crisp white shirt. I think it's fabulous. A good turtleneck. Number 2, a good turtleneck. You know, I will never, ever, ever pass up the opportunity for a good turtleneck. I will not. Oh, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to wear a turtleneck. I know. I will never pass up the opportunity to have a fabulous scarf or wear a fabulous necklace. You all know how much I love my scarves and my necklaces, don't you? You do. Can I tell you, though, I haven't found any fabulous necklaces lately. I'm not liking the styles of them right now. Although there is one at Walmart that I'm keeping my eye on. It's a little bit different than what I normally would wear, but I think it's classic. But you'll see it if I get it. I'm thinking it to death. Number 4. Oh, this one should be number 1, but it's not. It's number 4. I think I got to shave or trim up my mustache or something because something like fuzz is floating around. Number 4, I will never give up the opportunity to make a bed. Whether it's my bed or somebody else's bed, I will never give up the opportunity to make a bed. You know I love to make a bed. I love it. From beginning to end, I love it. I do. I absolutely love it. It's like therapy to me. It's like therapy. Making a bed, washing a wall, wax on, Daniel-san, wax off. Wax on, Daniel-san, wax off. I know, right? I know. Mr. Miyagi. I know. Be one with the bed. Be one with the bed. I know, right? That's number 4. Can you believe I didn't make that number 1? I know, right? Number 5, a good documentary. I will never give up the opportunity, or I will never pass up the opportunity to see a good documentary. I love documentaries. And crime documentaries are probably my favorite. Crime documentaries with a heavy element of forensics in them. Those are my favorite kind of documentaries. I know, right? I know. Number 6, a good cheeseburger. A good cheeseburger. A fat, juicy, yummy cheeseburger. I know. Can you believe it? I know. That's number 6. You think that would have been number 2. You think bed would have been number 1. Cheeseburger would have been number 2. But it's not. It was 6. I will never pass up the opportunity of a good book or a good magazine. Nothing better than a good book, a good magazine, and a good cup of tea, right? I know, right? Number 8. Guess what number 8 is? A good cup of tea. I know. A good cup of tea and a chat with a friend. I will never pass up that opportunity. I know. Number 9, dinner and chatting with a friend. I know. I would love a cup of tea and a chat with a friend, or I would love dinner and a chat with a friend. Shopping with a friend, number 10. I know, right? It makes it sound like I don't have any friends. I do have friends. I do. Yeah, shopping with a friend. And can I tell you something? Here's what I like about shopping with a friend, or at least shopping with my friends. You want to know what I like about it? When my friends and I go shopping, we don't do this in the store. We don't. Like when Martha and I go shopping, we say, okay, I'm going this way. Martha's going this way. We'll meet back up in 30 minutes and then we'll see what each other's buying. And then I usually tell Martha she doesn't need half the stuff that she puts in her basket anyway. But that's what we do. We don't walk around together because Martha likes to look at things that I don't like to look at, and I like to look at things that Martha doesn't like to look at. But we're still shopping together because we're in the same building. We don't have to look at each other. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Although Martha and I do like to shop together, like at the Dollar Tree and walk around and everything too, but we don't have to like shop like this. Do you know what I mean? Like this. Like we're not like right up against each other. She goes her way, I go my way, we meet, and then we're done shopping. It's a lot of fun. It is. We text each other sometimes in the store too. So it's kind of like shopping separately, but shopping together. It's the best of both worlds. So that's it. Shopping with a friend. Number 11, a good tune on the radio. I know, right? A good tune on the radio. Crank that radio up. Put the pedal to the metal and just let the wind blow through your hair. Put all your windows down and bow and let the wind blow through your hair. And it is absolutely fabulous. A good tune. I know. And it's even better when you don't know the words and you make the words up yourself. I know, right? I love seeing people when they're grooving and moving in the car to a fabulous song. I just love to see that because then that means they're happy and the music is just moving through them and they're having a good time. I know, right? I know. Number 12, sitting on the patio listening to nature. Believe it or not, that is my church. That is my church. That is my church. Sitting on the patio, listening to the birds, the wind chime, the goings on in the community, in the neighborhood, the sounds. That is my church. I think there is nothing as peaceful as sitting outside and just listening to what is happening and listening to the sounds of nature. It is so calming and so wonderful. I know, right? I know. Number 13, some of you are going to think that this is totally unbelievable coming from me. A good hug. I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be touched. You all know that. But a good hug, I'll never give up the opportunity for a good hug. I really won't. And there are some people that are just born huggers. They're just born huggers. And when they hug you, there's no other agenda than to give you that hug and, just to make you feel good. That's the kind of hug I want. I don't want a hug that has a bunch of crap going along with it. Do you know what I mean? You all know what I mean. You know those kinds of huggers. They hug you, but there's a bunch of strings attached to the hug. Do you know what? Or they hug you because they're obligated to hug you. Do you know what I mean? But I don't like to be touched, so... but a good hug, Number 14, I know, right? A good bathrobe. I will not pass up the opportunity of a good bathrobe. Speaking of which, Chewy told me that I have to get a new bathrobe. I know, right? I said, no, I do not. He said, yes, you do. I said, no, I do not. He said, yes, you do. Because it's getting a little ratty and he thinks I need a new one. But guess what? It's just now broken in. I know, right? It's just now broken in. I got another good 3 to 5 years on that bathrobe. We've got a relationship. I can't be breaking. Let me tell you something. Moto broke up with me. Moto broke up with me. I cannot handle the bathrobe breaking up too. I can't handle it. I can only handle one breakup a year, and the phone breakup, that was my breakup for the year, to be quite honest with you. I know, right? I know. I'm just a wackadoodle. I'm a wackadoodle. But hey, you all said it was okay, didn't you? You did. You said it was okay. And I appreciate the support. I do. Okay. Number 15, a fabulous hair day. I will never pass up the opportunity to have a fabulous hair day. And I know all of you are with me, right? I know all of you are with me. Now, let me tell you something. And don't shove any sunshine up my ass. It's the D3. I give all the credit to the D3, okay? But My hair has never been easier to grow out than it has been this time. I have grown my hair out a couple of different times throughout my life and had an absolutely frustrating and horrible experience with it. And I don't know what made me do it this time. I just decided that I wasn't going to go get my hair cut. I think it was I was going to see how long I could go before I went and got it cut. And then by the time, it just kind of became a game to me. So I've kind of grown it out. But I will not give up the opportunity to have a fabulous hair day. When it looks good, every piece is in place, it's flipping like it should, it's parted like it should, it stays like it should, the coloring is perfect. I would never give up the opportunity. I would never pass up the opportunity for a good hair day. And a lot of you agree with me. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. Number 16, sitting out for a fire on the patio. I know, right? That's romantic. That's romantic. Chewy and I like doing that. It's romantic. And we'll sit out there and he'll have the radio going and we'll be listening. Well, we were listening to the baseball, but I don't think maybe the baseball's still on. But it's getting a little chilly outside, so we have to take blankets and stuff. But he likes to sit out there and listen to the baseball game, and we just kind of chit-chat back and forth, and I look at the stars and talk about the garden and stuff like that. And sometimes Louise sits out there with us, but usually it's just Chewy and I. It's romantic. It is. I like sitting out there with friends too and playing games and word games and operator and all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But I will never pass up the opportunity to sit out on the patio and have a fire. Number 17. I will never pass up the opportunity for a good tuna fish sandwich with tomato soup. I know, right? And you all know that I like my tuna fish on toast with a slice of American cheese, Kraft American cheese out of the plastic wrapper, and some lettuce. That's how I like it. Also, too, the tomato soup, I like to put pepper in it or elbow macaroni. Super yummy. Super yummy. I know. Tuna fish sandwich and tomato soup, I just think is so classic. So classic. And it's a good meal to have. It is. It's a good meal to have. I will never pass up the opportunity to be alone. I know, right? I do like to be alone. Not that I don't like to be with other people, but I do like to be alone. And it's important that I am alone sometimes because sometimes I just need to be alone. You know what I mean? Because it's not good if I'm around people. I just can't keep my mouth shut, and things just, sometimes it's better to be alone. And I will never pass up the opportunity to be alone. If Chewy and Louise want to go to the movies, I won't pass up the opportunity to stay home because, I don't go to the movies and, I just won't pass up the opportunity to be alone. Sometimes you'd rather be alone than with the group. I mean, seriously, you never want to be a follower. You never want to be a follower. You don't. You don't. You just don't. Okay. Number 19, I will never pass up the opportunity to spend time with our circle friends. I know, right? I know. I'm getting all mushy. But I do love to spend time with you all, whether it be for 5 minutes or 25 minutes or 35 minutes or over an hour. You all know how I can stretch it out as long as possible, right? I know. But I will not pass up the opportunity to be able to spend time with our circle of friends. I just think it would be absolutely fabulous to just all get together and really, really, really sit in a circle and just chat and have fun and have good tunes and good tea, and everybody could have a tuna fish sandwich and tomato soup, and it would just be a whole lot of fun. I know it would, but I will never pass up the opportunity to even spend just a few minutes with you all. And 20, I will never pass up an opportunity for a good bang. And you all know what I mean, right? Shag, a good duel. I know, whatever you want to call it, a good date or whatever you want to call it. I mean, seriously, down and dirty and just good. Y'all know what I'm talking about, because let me tell you something. That's the one thing that'll cure what's ailing ya. I know, right? Whew. Work it out. Work out those frustrations. Work out that stress. I know. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Whether it's with someone or with yourself, it's fabulous. And I will blah, 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 the opportunity. Sometimes you do have to pass up the opportunity depending on where you are. There is a time and there is a place. But whenever the opportunity presents itself, I'm usually there. You know what I mean? I know, right? So that was just 20 quick things that I could think of right off the top of my head that I would not pass up the opportunity on. I know, right? There's other things too. When you really stop and think about it, you start getting into, things that are just, think right off the top of your head. The opportunity. What would you not pass up the opportunity to, to have or to do, or, something like that. So I just thought that was something fun that we could do tonight, and it would keep me occupied so that I wouldn't say anything that I would regret. Right. So we are done with circle time. I know, right? I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are safe. Again, we are thinking of everyone down in Florida in the path of Hurricane Irma. Please be safe. We are thinking of you. Please heed the warnings and heed the advice of the authorities down there. We continue to think of all of the Gulf Coast states that are recovering from Harvey. We hope that everything is going well for you and that you are safe and well also. Thanks so much for stopping by to watch this video. I think of you often, and you are never far in my thoughts. I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. And I hope, above all, you are safe. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Good night.